The Master of the Calamity Cat of the 7th Demon Realm. Chapter 1, Demon Calamity, Wandering Earth. At night, at the edge of the city, the cold wind cuts like a knife, and the newly dead stray cat huddles at the mouth of the sewer, dappled with mud and rain. Its name may have long been forgotten by the world. But in another plane, the 7th layer of the demon realm, this cat is home to a peerless and terrifying existence, the Lord of Calamity, Heremos. Heremos, the ultimate ruler of the 7th layer of the demon realm, was once the destroyer of countless worlds, but due to an accident in different dimensions, his consciousness was forced to transfer to the body of this inconspicuous stray cat. His heart was full of anger and unwillingness, but he was powerless to return to his homeland, which was full of chaos and darkness. At this time, a faint figure approached. It was Fang Menzi, a rural girl, who had just entered the city to work. In order to earn tuition and living expenses, she lived a busy but poor life. She squatted down and gently picked up the shivering stray cat, not realizing that her life, from now on, would be turned upside down. Chapter 2, The Emergence of Yin and Yang Eyes. Menzi originally just wanted to raise this kitten to avoid the cold, but she didn't expect that from the first night she took it home, she began to see images that ordinary people couldn't see, vague spirits, eerie ghosts, and chaotic and intertwined spiritual power fluctuations. What the hell is this? Menzi rubbed her eyes, frightened. The Lord of Calamity, Heremos, sighed helplessly on the side. Miss, I am the great demon king. I said that I am just parasitic on this body. Don't be afraid, I will not harm you. I may not be very gregarious, though. Menzi found that he had inexplicably obtained the yin and yang eyes, and was able to see the truth of the yin and yang worlds, and even sensed the laws and strange energy of the netherworld. She panicked at first, but gradually realized that this ability could be her chance to escape poverty. Chapter 3, The Great Demon King's Crotch Pulling Day. Heremos, the Great Demon King, is not at all tall in the body of a stray cat. He would sleep at an inopportune time, pick and choose the food that Menzi cooked, and always miss the best time to make a move, and even caused Menzi to almost be haunted by a ghost. Menzi often complained, "What a bad review, why are you the big demon king pulling your hips so much?" Heremos replied solemnly, "I am the lord of the interdimensional calamity, please don't measure me by the daily standards of cats." Despite this, Menzi is still inseparable from this hard-mouthed and soft-hearted kitten, and the daily life of the two is full of laughter and running in. Chapter 4, The Rise of the Yin and Yang Realms. With the knowledge of Yin and Yang I and Heremos, Dream Creek began to help the people in the city who were plagued by supernatural events. She regarded herself as a master of metaphysics, solved the problem of Yin and Yang, and even slowly accumulated fame and customers in the small town. However, Dream Creek gradually discovers that the earth is not so peaceful. More and more visions from the Yin and Yang realms are emerging, powerful Yin spirits are wandering, and unknown dark forces are ready to move. Heremos realizes that the world he and Dream Creek are guarding is facing a crisis even more difficult than the demon realm he left. Chapter 5, Quest for the Secret Realm. One night, Heremos stole her phone from Dream Creek's pocket, only to accidentally unlock a code to an ancient secret realm. The two decide to join forces to explore this ancient spiritual realm hidden beneath the city in search of the secret that will restore Hermes's strength. The secret realm is full of strange illusions, ancient runes flickering with light, and Menzi's yin and yang eyes allow her to solve traps and puzzles one after another. Heremos also gradually regained his former majesty and power as the Lord of Calamity. However, they discover a shocking secret in the deepest part. It turns out that the connection between the demon world and the earth is much closer than imagined, and a cross-border catastrophe is brewing. Chapter 6, Crisis of the Two Realms. The messenger of the dark forces of the demon world quietly descended on the earth, trying to open a direct door to the demon world by destroying the balance of yin and yang. Dream Creek and Heremos unite with the guardians of the yin and yang realm to fight against this wave of darkness. The revelation of Hermes's true identity caused a shock in the human world and the yin and yang world. A cross-border war is about to break out, and Menzi has changed from an ordinary working girl to a bridge and guardian between the human world and the demon world. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 7, The Peak Showdown. On the day of the decisive battle, Dream Creek and Heremos teamed up to lead the warriors of the Yin and Yang realm and the Earth against the Demon Realm invaders. Heremos used the trick of the former Lord of Calamity, and the scene shook the heavens and the earth. Mency uses the mysterious power of the Yin and Yang eyes to reconcile the Yin and Yang Qi and stabilize the situation. The two worked together tacitly, showing unprecedented strength and wisdom, and finally closed the passage of the Demon Realm and prevented the catastrophe from coming. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 8, Rebirth in the Future. After the war, Heremos chose to stay with Mency and accompany her in the form of a cat to continue to explore the mysteries of the Yin and Yang world. Mency has become an authority on the new generation of metaphysics, and there are still laughter and challenges in life. The wonderful duo of two people, one cat and one person, has become the most incredible legend in the city. Chapter 9, The Nether Rift. Since the closure of the Demon Realm passage, the surface of the earth has temporarily returned to calm, but in the depths of the Yin and Yang realm, a forgotten netherworld gap is slowly stirring. This chasm was not an ordinary rift, but an imbalance of energy caused by the temporary transfer of power from Heremos. Dream Creek was suddenly awakened by a strange vision in the night. A cold, biting wind peeked through the cracks, accompanied by a low murmur, as if calling her to go. What Yin and Yang saw shook her heart. Restless spirits and demons gathered there, waiting to break out of their cocoons. Heremos sat on the windowsill with an uneasy light in his eyes. It seems that the seal is only temporary, and this time the enemy is more cunning than before. Mency clenched his fists. Then what should we do? Heremos gave a rare serious look. This is our trial, and it is also the key to your growth. This time, we'll have to go deep into the netherworld cracks and address the root causes. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 10, Journey to the Netherworld. The next day, Mency and Heremos prepared sufficient magic weapons and spells, passed through the barrier of the Yin and Yang realm, and stepped into the netherworld. It was as if the surroundings were swallowed up by darkness, and the air was filled with the wails and roars of the undead. They are hindered by various ghosts and demons, including a ghost named the Necromantic Singer, who can control the song of the dead and cause people to fall into crazy hallucinations. Heremos channeled the power of Calamity into his body and barely suppressed the Eidolon, but his strength had not yet recovered to its peak, and the battle was extremely difficult. Mency relied on the keen observation of the Yin and Yang eyes to find the weakness of the Nocturnal Singer, which was a broken soul fragment. She quickly cast the talisman, sealed the shards, and finally pushed the enemy back. This test made Mency realize that the danger of the Yin and Yang realm was far greater than she imagined, but she was no longer the helpless village girl. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 11, The Lost Truth. In the depths of the netherworld, they found an ancient altar sealed in the dust, engraved with ancient prophecy runes, revealing the secret of the connection between the fate of the demon world and the earth. Heremos touched the altar with his cat's paws and said in a deep voice, "This is the last words left by the ancestors of the demon realm back then. If the connection is too open, it will cause a devastating calamity." Mency carefully studied the rune and found that it mentioned a forbidden artifact, the Eye of Breaking Boundary, which can control the passage of the Yin and Yang realm, but if it is mastered by evil forces, it will release endless darkness. The two of them understood that the netherworld gap was only the tip of the iceberg of the Eye of Breaking Boundary, and if they were not stopped, an even greater calamity would befall them. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 12, Allies and the Enemy. After returning to the human realm, Mency began to seek assistance and came into contact with the ancient Yin-Yang sect Tianqian Pavilion, where the elders knew something about the Eye of Breaking the Boundary, but were unable to fight it on their own due to the dissipation of power. At the same time, Heremos also discovered that the traitors of the former demon realm are trying to use the Eye of the Broken World to combine with the dark forces of the human world in an attempt to become the new Lord of Calamity. Just when the crisis is in danger, a mysterious young man joins Dream Creek's camp. His name is Li Chen, and he is an outer disciple of Tianqian Pavilion, with strong spiritual power and talent, but he is burdened with unknown secrets. The trio of Mency and Li Chen form an alliance and begin investigating the traitors' plot and finding a way to seal the Eye of the Broken Realm. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 13, Betrayal and Rebirth. Just as they were getting closer to the truth, Li Chen suddenly revealed his true identity. He was originally a double agent sent by the demon realm in order to lead Menzi and the others to the trap. Menzi was shocked, but at the same time, she also felt Li Chen's inner struggle and contradictions. After a fierce heart-to-heart confrontation, Li Chen finally chose to betray the demon realm, determined to make up for his mistakes and help Dream Creek and Herlemus fight. Together, the three of them shuttled between the yin and yang realms and the human realm, stopping many sabotage actions and establishing new trust and bonds. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 14, The Final Battle. The ceiling side of the Eye of the Broken Boundary has appeared in the most prosperous part of the city, and a final battle of undercurrent and turmoil is about to break out. Hermos regained most of his strength and led Dream Creek and Li Chen to face the alliance of traitors from the demon realm and the dark forces of the human realm. In the battlefield, the energy of yin and yang is agitated, and the sky is like a broken mirror, reflecting the future possibilities of countless fragments. Menzi broke through the boundary of yin and yang, fused the chi of heaven and earth with the power of yin and yang eyes. Herlemus used the power of Calamity to suppress the enemy army, and Li Chen supported with spiritual power, and the three showed excellent tacit understanding. At the last moment, Menzi used the spirit rune to attract the power in the Eye of Breaking Boundary, sealing it completely, and the rift between the demon realm and the earth was finally blocked. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 15, A New Chapter. After a vigorous war, the earth and the yin and yang realms have regained a temporary balance. Menzi is recognized as a new generation of metaphysical masters, continuing to guard the balance of yin and yang in the human world, while Hermos becomes her faithful kitten companion, occasionally complaining about her cat life is not easy. Li Chen chose to stay in the world, practice and protect the gate of yin and yang, and the three of them wrote the legend of the future together. Menzi looked at the night sky and said with a smile, no matter how many yin and yang are intertwined, there will eventually be light that can break through the darkness. The moonlight reflected their determined figures, and the journey had just begun. Chapter 16, The Warm Daily Life of Yin and Yang. After the ultimate battle of life and death, Dream Creek, Herlemus, and Li Chen gradually returned to ordinary days. The city is still thriving, but the power of yin and yang flows everywhere, invisibly guarding every corner. Dream Creek returned to the small cafe where she worked, and Herlemus still nestled beside her in the form of a stray cat, lazily stretching out his little paws from time to time. Li Chen stayed in Tianxian Pavilion to continue his practice, and occasionally visited, and the three of them got together to drink tea and laugh. This time is Menzi's most precious gift. The fear and war of the past are gradually drifting away, replaced by warmth and companionship. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 17, The Lost Power. However, the shadow of the demon world has not completely dissipated. One day, when Menzi was sorting out old things, he accidentally found a black ring with unknown runes engraved on it, emitting a faint ghostly light. Herlemus was alert. This is the Calamity sealing ring I once had. Without it, my power will be limited. Dream Creek decides to work with Hermos to recover the ring and find out the secret behind it. This journey takes them deep into the edge of the demon realm, where they encounter ancient curses and unknown enemies. During the journey, they trust each other more and understand that the true meaning of power is not to destroy, but to protect. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 18, The Broken Oath. After returning to the human world, Li Chen's identity once again became the focus. The identity of a traitor to the demon realm in the past made some forces wary of him. Especially within the Tianxian Pavilion, cracks began to appear in his trust. Menzi stood beside Li Chen and helped him face the doubts from the sect, proving the power of sincerity and change. However, unwilling to fail, the remnants of the demon realm quietly put pressure on Li Chen, trying to get him back to the dark path. Li Chen struggled, and the bonds of friendship, faith, and blood were intertwined into an inextricable knot. Underscore 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 on. Chapter 19, The Rebirth of Darkness. In the end, with the encouragement of Menzi and Hermos, Li Chen rejected the temptation of the demon world and firmly guarded the balance between the human world and the yin and yang world. But the price is that he has to constantly cut off all contact with the demon world, cut off the shackles of the past, and complete the rebirth of his soul. This time, he is no longer a lone spy, but a true guardian. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 20, the final chapter, the glory of protection. Years later, Dream Creek has become a legend in the metaphysical world, and Helamus is known to everyone as the great demon king of Calamity. Although he still pulls his hips, he is deeply loved by people. Li Chen became the mainstay of Tianxian Pavilion, a bridge between the yin and yang worlds and the human world. 3 people and 1 cat, standing on the newly built yin and yang guardian tower, looking at the world guarded by them. Menzi whispered, no matter how deep the darkness is, it can't hide the light of protection. Helamus smiled and said, yes, I'm still the crotch puller, but at least, we made it to the end together. Li Chen smiled and nodded, this is a legend that belongs to us, and it is also the starting point of the future. Underscore 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 un. Postscript. It's a story of strength, responsibility, and growth. From the body of a stray cat to the great demon king who crossed the plane, the existence of Heramus reminds us that the true power is not destruction but protection and love. The growth of Menzi is a symbol of hope in the hearts of countless ordinary people. She proved that even in the chaos of yin and yang, light can still shine. Li Chen's transformation makes people see the power of redemption and the power of sincerity. I hope this fantasy journey can bring you courage and inspiration, and I also look forward to you finding your own yin and yang eyes in your own story.